Against the backdrop of the spectacular Rocky Mountains on the outskirts of Colorado Springs, home to some of our nation's best and brightest at the United States Air Force Academy. And when they're not learning to fly, they're getting ready for battles on the gridiron. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Air Force Falcons. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Falcons will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Midshipman offense is on the field to start this game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break one. At some point in this game, he's going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the house. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
They ran it on first down, now on second. On the option. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Calls his own number. Hit the afterburners, kid. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
Stop is made almost immediately, giving one to the 23.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get them on the ground quickly.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Navy will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. So the Air Force Falcons offense will take the field for the first time. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll run it from the gun. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The option look. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
Now on first down from the 30. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Scrambling away. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Turns it on in midfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
When the offensive line and the quarterback has to do their job on screens, they got to sell. Pass down the field, pass down the field. Offensive line releases. Quarterback now snaps his eyes to the running back. The running back does the rest with the big boys out in front, creating a pass.
He chucks one out to the right. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponents. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's Brack.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
This defense got a lot of people's attention last week when they had 3 sacks. And you know the offense was watching film, and they saw all these pass rushers and their abilities. They thought they had a good plan, but it's not working right now. They've already given up a sack here early in the game.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Reels it in as he goes out of bounds on the right side for a huge play.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Air Force. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And here comes the Navy offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll run the option. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Last 2 runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on 3rd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Horvath. Throwing right. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out, working on those critical down distances, 3rd downs, and having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
On the option. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
All right, great little run. Listen, first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
The fullback. To my days growing up, watching the fullback being on the field every single play, you don't see that anymore, but the big fella gets the football. Hey, he looks like he knew what to do with it, too. Nice little pickup, little agility, little speed, but mostly a lot of just girth and strength and just grown man.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Let's see what they've got on second down. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. We'll start the quarter offense, about to snap it on second down. On the option. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
The give to the back. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
I'll tell you guys, this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He can catch the football, and he can also run it, especially on third down. What a weapon.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Delivers the contact. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Western Michigan is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ball State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive game. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Falcons are on the move. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
You're right, absolutely. Slide, don't take the extra punishment. You just give up on the play.
To the air, it's Busha. They'll run the screen. And more yards after contact. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. And the Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. A 3rd and long coming up here. Running back goes in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the wideout. Got it past the marker. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that...
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the season because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Looking for a man, it's Horvat. Looking left. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Navy will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Looking for a block. It's Harris. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. The Falcons headed quickly to the line. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. Unleashes one. Or did he find a hole in the defense? That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Air Force.
Just a few seconds to go here in the 1st half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And that is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the 1st half today. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky. If it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Dropping back, it's Busha. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Falcons send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. And Navy will go back on the attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what? And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football offense. Very lucky to get that football back.
They'll run the option. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. He has been in see-ball, get-ball mode all day, and he is making his mark in this rivalry game, guys.
I'll tell you, he was sick and tired of reading about and hearing about the offenses coming into this one. This guy had his own designs and his own plans. He has been balling, David, all over the field.
And it's so fun. A rivalry game, you have so much emotion, so much passion. Well, guess what? You can let that out on defense. And defense, you can fly around, make plays, and he's been doing it all game long.
He'll ride his man on the option. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Goes to the option. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Looking to throw, it's Horvat. Lets it go to the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And it's no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
On the run, it's Harris. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. He's got it. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Keeps it going. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Falcons will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Myers. And they'll get it down after the return at the 27-yard line. And here comes the Navy offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
Now on the option. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Dropping back, it's Horvath. Quarterback moving. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
Running it back, it's Harris. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Gonna run it. It's Harris. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll break the seal on this quarter here on first down. Dropping back, it's Busha. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Trying play action. Myers on the move. Complete to the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
The offense coughs it up. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Air Force. And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Howard. Got room at the 35. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Here comes the option. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Defense in press coverage. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Navy quick to the line. Wants to throw. It's Horvath. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. This 3rd down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Looking to throw, it's Busha. Going for it all. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And they tacked on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Navy will go back on the attack. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Catch in the middle, it's Chapman. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Navy!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. Pulls it and fires to the left.
Open.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, 1st down. Snags it quickly on the left. At the 40, there he goes. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Looking to move the chains, they throw it complete to the left. Touchdown, Air Force! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Navy offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the 1st down at the 30. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Horvath. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. The offense is going to try again on another play. They'll just spike it on this one.
It leads to second down.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, midshipman. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Number 16.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
He's going to let it go. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Soft spot in the middle. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play.
Air Force.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Busha. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Loss of 8 yards on the play. Second down coming up.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry